Welcome back to our coverage of the Bluff Championship on 2K Sports. So let's head out to the action now. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole.
How did you upload Jason Tatum into this game?
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Jason Statham.
It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Oh, well played. He's standing over his third shot. This would be a great up and down. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is all about momentum. It's a par save.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. We have a short par 4 ahead of us here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That shit bounce right off the fucking thing. Go. Go.
Time for the second shot at the 12th. Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. You've got to like the look of this. Yes! Holding steady in first place after that one. Now on the tee.
Professional outfielder for golf. I love it.
Need a strong tee shot right here. That outcropping is a gorgeous line. From there, you want to hug the right-hand side as best you can, even bringing those rocks into play, as missing it down to the left-hand side. Bogey will be a number that you'll more than likely put on your card.
Nigga Golf Association.
That's heading for the fairway. Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
He's currently sitting in first place. On the tee here of the par 3 14th.
This is a cool feature because the green runs from right to left, helping a draw, but almost repelling a fade, it seems like. You really got to be smart on your club selection here, and as always, you've got to be mindful of the wind.
A nice approach shot there, pin high inside the range. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
And after that, sitting at 24 under par for the tournament. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
I just can't get enough of how they've used these rock outcroppings on this golf course. They're so well placed, the beauty of them. To me, they got it right, especially here on this par 5. The only danger here, once you get close to the green, is going to be this deep, cavernous bunker out there on the right-hand side. But this green is user-friendly. Birdies abound.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
It's a big one. 240 yards left.
Or is that the number? And it drops.
There's a hole out, and then there's a hole out for eagle. Sweet. This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. We have a par 3 on this one.
Just the one lone bunker on the right-hand side, but you have to be mindful of this false front short and right. So tee shots are going to favor the left-hand side where we have more rock outcroppings. Another delightful design.
Opting for the 9-iron and hitting yet another green here today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole, this tournament. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. He's currently in first place. On the tee now, the par 4 17th hole.
Tell me you spilled all that because you shook it so much.
Yeah, that one will play. Well, this is a touch of deja vu, isn't it? Taking this approach on from the same spot. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Putting for birdie here. That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
It is the largest fairway on this golf course. Tee it high, let it fly. More rock features on the left-hand side. Just the bunkers on the right are protecting that front portion there. Second shots should be favoring on the left-hand side as you'll get a nice kick to the right back onto the green.
Around 110 yards to go. And he's safely on the green. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
Looking nice.
He finishes up with a par at the last. Well, I don't know about you, Rich, but I've been in absolute awe of this player's performance. It's built a huge advantage going to the final round.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Let's get set for the...
How did you upload Jason Tatum into this game? Professional outfielder for golf. I love it.
With us on 2K Sports today, Rich. The final round is underway and our featured player is sitting right there in first place.
Any lead is a great lead, and this player has been head and shoulders above the rest of the field. Hopefully another really good day of golf ahead of us.
That's some good golf right there. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Don't be fooled. It starts straight, but there's definite movement to the right at the end.
Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today.
He is taking this on.
That'll work there. Setting up for his 3rd shot. That's a great chip. He should be able to clean that up for par. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Oh, what about this start?
Trying to make a statement early and often.
And now that finds him in first place.
And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Wow, that was just striped.
Time for the second shot into the third.
Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
Here we are at the 4th hole.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow. Difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
Good look at birdie here. How good was that putt?
Setting the tone early in this round.
To par 4, the 5th hole.
That was nearly in the nasty stuff. Now it's on the fairway, sitting pretty.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got around 205 yards to the pin from here.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
Always a challenging approach to an elevated green.
Okay, not able to find the green, but he was in a pretty awful lie.
This next putt for double bogey.
That one never quite was hit hard enough, was it?
And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next tee shot.
A solo bunker planted out on the right-hand side, only reachable when the hole is playing downwind. Second shot protected on the left-hand side by some rock outcroppings. This is a really good, fun hole.
So standing over this one from the second cut.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
And this one is for bogey.
It looks like he pushed that one.
This putt about 11 feet in distance. Ooh. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Second shot here on the 7th. Going with the 8-iron here. That's going right. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And after that hole, this player is ahead by a whopping 10 strokes. We've arrived now at the par 3/8.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
Going with the hybrid.
Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
Always frustrated by missing a green. Standing over his second shot. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
For bogey.
He'll be disappointed with that one. That was a pushed putt. And he's down there. You got to read?
Ever so slightly, this one's going right.
Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. On the tee of the par 5 9th.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
That one's heading out to the right. I think this one's a rough bound. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. I think this one's bound for the rough. Was on a good line. Putting now for a bogey. Yeah, that putt looked pushed. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. The dreaded shove. Always hurts on the greens. And the dreaded triple bogey putt. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Well, Rich, that's always a nice way to get going out of the gates and in top spot. Impressive.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
Well, that looks like it caught the downslope there. That one's going to run a long way.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
That won't get a good lie, I'm sure. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. If he makes this, he'll save his par. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one's like going left to right, it looks like.
Good putters will make these right on 5 feet. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one.
Come on, I got to use the bathroom.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
I got to use the
Setting up this
bathroom.
putt 9 feet from the cup.
As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole. Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too. Setting up in some very deep rough. Oh, that's one of those shots you wish you had a do-over. Now, this is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Ah.